video, we're going to make some party favorites, bratwursts. We're going to be taking some deer meat that we've had in the freezer that we pulled out, and we're going to be taking our Bearded Butcher Tailgater seasoning, along with mozzarella cheese, and we're making half of it into Tailgater with mozzarella cheese, and then we're taking the other half of it and making it into our Bearded Butcher Supreme Pizza, and we're adding some of our dried mushrooms and some of our jalapeno flakes and powder to basically give it like a loaded pizza. That, of course, along with the mozzarella cheese. So we're gonna split a 25-pound total weight into 2 batches, and then that means we're gonna divide each of our ingredient sets in half, so we can just do 12.5 pounds of Tailgater, 12.5 pounds of pizza. So let's get started.
I know which one I'm excited about. That pizza, that deluxe pizza sounds pretty amazing, but I know they're both delicious. Once again, we'd like to remind everybody that with our spices, they're real ingredients. No artificial flavors. You can see right in the spice list, in the ingredient list on both of these packages, pure, real ingredients. So this is pork fat. We have this available on our website. This is pork fat from pigs that we processed here in the shop. And I'm just gonna run this scale up to 12.5 pounds. And then we'll leave some for the next batch. Now it's time to get it seasoned up, and then we'll get it run through the grinder.
So let's get started with our Tailgater seasoning. We describe this as like a nice mild salsa flavor. It's one of the most popular flavors that we have, and we named it Tailgater because it's just perfect for dropping a tailgate,
The party in a bag.
frying them up. You can come up with your own unique, fun name if you like. You can name it after your hunting camp. You can name it after your great granddad. You can do whatever you like, but it's certain to be enjoyed by everybody. It's mild, so you don't have to have any sort of heat tolerance to enjoy it.
Scott has it all mixed up nice. Now we're going into the Meat Your Maker dual grind grinder. This is a 1-horse Meat Your Maker grinder, and as mentioned in some of our previous videos, this has the dual grind option. So this actually has 2 plates, 1 blade, and it makes a pass through, and you get it emulsified twice in 2 different sizes. So it's really nice, it's super handy. We only have to run it through once, and it actually gets ground twice.
So now that we have this ground out, we're gonna take our mozzarella cheese, which is in a 2.5 pound bag that we recommend for 25 pounds. So this is 12.5 pounds. We're gonna take that bag, we're gonna divide it in half, and then add that cheese to this mix. Specially formulated to not melt at high cooking temperatures. Our high temp cheese gives this that nice creamy texture. Once again, we like to add water, works as a nice lubricant for the stuffing process, helps everything just melt together in a way.
On to the next batch. It's gonna be the Supreme Pizza. We're just taking our weight up to 12.5.
Our Supreme Italian Pizza blend is just as you imagine, a blend of pizza spices that make this oh so good. One of our most popular blends and perfect for family outings. Now, of course, we're gonna add some jalapeno to this one and some mushrooms, but you don't have to do that. You can just use the pizza and the mozzarella cheese. We're gonna grind at this step as we do not want to grind our jalapeno flakes and we do not want to grind our mushrooms. We want those to be more in their complete intact form.
Or the cheese.
Or the cheese. Yeah, that's one thing I should mention. We've had a few people that have ground the cheese. Not recommended.
So don't forget that, you know, we're making venison brats today, but you can use this same recipe for chicken, you can use it for beef, you can use it for pork, turkey, elk, bison. It works great. You know, whatever species you're using makes a fantastic product.
As I'm getting some meat in this lug, I'm gonna go ahead and start to fold in some of our mushrooms and some of our jalapeno flakes and powder, and we use both because the flakes are, you know, a great texture, but that powder just adds a ton of jalapeno flavor to this mix. Let's just dump in the rest of our mushrooms, jalapeno flakes, jalapeno powder. I'm gonna add some water to this mixture. Probably about 16 ounces. Just gonna help us get everything lubricated, blended together for the stuffing process. Just wanna knead those dry ingredients in there by hand. Get all those flavors blended together. Of course, we can't forget our mozzarella cheese, that oh so creamy, delicious pizza cheese. Start off with our Tailgater.
So this is a 32 millimeter fresh collagen casing. There's enough in this pack to do 25 pounds, so we can use pretty much one link per batch, which the batch is 12.5 pounds, so pretty easy math there. These casings do not need soaked. They're ready to just put on your horn and start using them. Nice thing about this horn is you can see when your product is coming down the pipe. Get our casing on there.
So we started stuffing and blew some meat out our gasket. So we just realized in this case, just stop, add some water so that it's lubricated nicely, and it'll change that whole stuffing process dramatically, and you won't be banging your head against the table because your gaskets are blowing on your stuffer.
Oh, that's much better.
Sometimes you'll note too, now I've switched over to the mushroom, or excuse me, the pizza that has the dehydrated mushrooms, and you'll note if the blend sits for just a few minutes, it can absorb all the moisture out of the meat, as the case with, you know, the nature of the dehydrated mushrooms. So even though I added some water initially, I added some more water right in front of the stuffing process, just because all that water had been absorbed, and it was, as we would say, the mixture was tight again, so it's just firm.
Okay, here goes the Deluxe Supreme Pizza. This is the one I'm excited about. I can see the mushrooms in that and jalapenos.
We added water, and of course this has the added ingredients. Although this is a 15-pound capacity stuffer, and we started with just 12.5 pounds of meat. By the time we added the cheese, the water, the extra ingredients, we needed to do it 2 batches.
Don't forget when you do this to release the air on the top of your plunger. There's that bolt right there. You can hear that air. You have to release that air, otherwise you'll get a bunch of air that blows through. It'll pass the meat into your casing and put a bunch of air bubbles in it. So don't forget, release that air.
Time to run it through the Z-linker, which is one of our commercial pieces that just makes the job really nice and easy. Look at that. Beautiful. Those are gonna be fire.
Supreme pizza with jalapenos and mushrooms. 12.5 pounds plus the ingredients added on these brats. We have the Deluxe Pizza right here on this side and the Tailgater on this side. The only thing left to do is to get the grill fired up. We're gonna sample these over hard lump charcoal, and I can't wait to try.
With a table like this, that can mean only one thing. You're gonna need some of our Bearded Butcher Blend clean spices. In fact, that's why we're in the spice business. We're commercial butchers who realized in order to have clean label products, we needed to come up with our own spice formulations. Now, we've got over 100 different combinations available on beardedbutchers.com, so you can go there and grab some of these unique flavors and try them yourself.
We may be commercial butchers, but we can also relate to the home user just like you, because right in front of us is a Ohio white-tailed deer, and you can guarantee we're gonna use some items like our famous maple seasoning to make some bacon, or our dried mushrooms to make some mushroom and Swiss. Go ahead, grab some of our DIY kits, make these at home, and share them with your family and friends. I guarantee you're gonna be impressed.
How we looking?
Beautiful. Ready to go. Question is, how am I looking? Got my snazzy new weatherproof jacket.
Got that drip on.
Ready to go. Still got the keep fresh packets in the pocket. You got one too. Look at you.
I had an accessory,
Like father, like son.
except I'm bigger.
Time to start grilling. Got a nice charcoal bed here. Now I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Clean up our grates. I'm gonna do pizza on the left and Tailgater on the right.
It's a bit cold.
Yours is back in the warehouse. You're gonna want. Now I know some people might be like, turn those things so they don't roll around on the grates, but I just like the way that the grates leave the imprint on the rock.
done.
Pizza's done.
It's gonna be really, really difficult, but I'm gonna have to try the tailgater before the pizza.
It's all
Those
gonna
look
be
good.
awesome. Tailgater first, so we can give those a try. How we looking?
Those
Got
look
a
good.
chunk of cheese right there. Chunk of cheese right there.
Don't
Give
mind,
those a shot.
Don't mind if I do.
That great mild salsa flavor.
Good texture, not gamey at all. So that's one question we get a lot about, you know, when you do venison and wild game meats, about whether it's gamey or not. This deer was dry aged for 7 days. We froze the trim, pulled it out, used sauce, make the brats, and it is not gamey tasting at all.
All right, let's get in on this deluxe pizza.
I can see some jalapenos right there.
Oh,
We knew it.
that is money.
Wow.
Ooh, I think the only thing left to do is we gotta
Throw
we
that.
gotta do the bratwurst on a bun.
Go with a little bit of barbecue.
Get some barbecue on there.
little Bearded Butcher barbecue on there.
I want to do the same thing on this guy.
Cut those in half and we'll sample them.
Let me get a view of that.
Look at that.
So, we were talking earlier that people probably are wondering why we don't put toppings on our brats. The difference between our brats and normal brats is our toppings go in the brats. That's why they're not on them. How'd we do?
Cool. That was the tailgater, but with the barbecue on there, I'm excited for this one. That
Is gourmet.
the deluxe pizza with the jalapenos,
Wow.
the mushrooms, amazing.
Do you know what I paid?
For a bratwurst at the Cleveland Air Show in 2010.
Well, I
Is
did
the
that.
story
I
you're
did
gonna
that
tell?
too. No, a bison bratwurst in Yellowstone. Do you know how much it cost me last summer?
$13.
Exactly, $13, and I got a mustard to go on top of it. So it was a bison brat, a bun, and mustard, and it was $13. You guys can make these. Make that initial investment for your with the meat your maker processing equipment. Spend a Saturday making some of these. I mean, think of the cost savings, and they're phenomenal. These are better than the ones I had at a restaurant.
Delicious food. As always, the processing equipment made with meat made it super easy. Those ingredients are the key. And it was fire, as we predicted.
That pizza is just that's insane.
It's not too hot. It's just
No.
got full, robust flavor. Amazing. So,
Both incredible pizza. Bam.
two party flavors we really like. Tailgater and then pizza, which we kicked up into deluxe pizza. Hope you enjoyed the video. Learned all the steps. Hope you repeat the process. BeardedButchers.com for all your ingredient needs. And keep watching us on YouTube for more.
And until next time, see ya.